Hello, model car builders. This is the Novice Builder. I hope this video finds you all well and healthy. I wanted to share with you some observations, seeing some conversation about enamels and lacquers versus acrylics. I wanted to share my results with acrylics. I have kind of been forced to work with acrylics just because of my circumstances. I don't have the space or area to spray lacquers and enamels because of the odors. So I have been forced to work with acrylics. It is a learning curve. I made a lot of bad paint jobs or created a lot of bad paint jobs before I had good ones. But I wanted to share a few and let you see what you think. This is an AMT 69 GTX that I recently finished. And this is in a blue pearl acrylic. I've got a few things to finish on it. I like my results. Just as in any other paints, you do have to buy good quality acrylics. They can cost up to $3, $4. I don't buy the cheap acrylics because there is a difference in the pigment in the paints I have found and the quality. But this is a blue pearl acrylic. I bought this probably at Hobby Lobby or at Walmart, little bottle. I've been recently using reducer and washer fluid and mixing it about half and half for my to thin my acrylics. Because even the reducer has a pretty strong odor, but if I mix it half and half, plus it goes further because the reducer can be expensive. So just wanted to show you, see what you think. This is an acrylic. I'll show you another example of something I've done in acrylic. Recently, this is a Chevelle, 70 Monte Carlo. I just finished. This color is, I think it was called Rich Espresso. A bottle, that's also an acrylic. I purchased, I think at Walmart for like $2.50, $3. Also an acrylic. I like my results on this. Came out pretty well. Some of my better paint jobs that I've been able to get. And I just finished, this is called the Blue Splash. And I don't know if it'll show on the video, but if you look at it, I'm still working on it. It has like, you can see the violet in it or purple, blue and some green. It's called a, I can't remember the name now, a changing color or, but you can see the color, it's a color change, I think is what it's referred to as. You see the change in it. This is also an acrylic. I really like the way this came out. AMT kit, 57 Bel Air. Working on finishing that. And the last one I wanted to share is my 70 GTX. I modified this. I had mentioned in a video some time back that I wanted to modify this GTX, and I put a Hemi in it. I'll feature it a little more in detail later. It does have a Hemi. This is a topaz. But so you can see, I also did this monogram Dodge Coronet 440. This is in an enamel. It's a, I think it was called Fiery Orange is what I did this. I just happened to see the paint and I liked it. So when it's warm enough, I can spray some enamels. But if it's cold, it's hard for me to do. I do have a setup like in a shed to do some enamels, but if it's too cold, I only have a space heater, and sometimes it affects the paint, so it doesn't always work out, but you can see the comparison. The Dodge Coronet is in enamel, and the GTX is in acrylic topaz, I think it's referred to as. So, but as I said, acrylics do take some work. They're very different. I find they're, on the other hand, they're a little, or for me, a lot easier to clean out of my airbrush. Enamels, you got to make sure they're cleaned out of your airbrush or you're going to have clogging issues. So enamels take some work. And so I had to learn how to work with them more out of necessity, and I was kind of forced to. But I've liked it. It's taken a few months to get to this point. I've liked my results. Of course, I don't compete in contests. It is harder to get that deep mirror look that you get in enamels with acrylics. I will admit that. But you can get decent results. So anyway, just wanted to share an observation. Let me know what you think and thoughts, and hope this helps. Some of you may not have a circumstance to always use enamels. So acrylics are a good avenue if you need to spray in the home. And I still use an airbrush fan in my, a fan in my booth, and it helps. But you do get acrylic dust, so you have to be aware of that. So if you don't have the circumstances to work with enamels, just sharing that acrylics can work. It takes some work. But if you're showing or just building for yourself, it's kind of, you have to decide what works best for you. I wanted to share. Thank you so much, and hope everyone is safe. And I will talk to you soon.